Welcome back to Abia Update. I am Onyinyechi Obi. If you're joining me for the first time, thank you for being here, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for verified stories of progress, accountability, and transformation happening in Abia, God's own state. We begin with a matter of deep public concern as Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Otti has assured the people of Abia that the life sentence handed to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not mark the end of efforts to secure his release, revealing that a diplomatic resolution negotiated with the federal government since December 2023 is now set to activate. The governor emphasized that this non-judicial pathway agreed upon after the trial's conclusion represents the most viable route to freedom. He warned politicians against exploiting Kanu's ordeal for divisive purposes and appealed to citizens to maintain peace and avoid actions that could derail the delicate process. Governor Otti appreciated the federal government for its readiness to embrace a compassionate, dialogue-based resolution and reaffirmed his commitment to pursuing peace through wisdom and high-level engagement. Even as the state navigates complex national issues, it continues to build its cultural future. The Abia State Governor has unveiled concrete plans to establish an entertainment village in Abia State, aiming to restore Aba's historic status as the cradle of entertainment in Nigeria. The announcement was made during the flag-off of the Aba-made film project titled The Chronicles of Enyimba City at Aba Town Hall, where the governor reaffirmed his 2023 manifesto promise to build a world-class creative hub for film, music, and digital arts. The project will include the construction of 2 5-star hotels in Aba and Umuahia, modern production studios, and post-production facilities designed to attract Nollywood and international co-productions. Nollywood icons like Chinedu Ikedeze Ake and Bob Manuel Udoku lauded the initiative as a strategic cultural and economic intervention that will create thousands of jobs, boost tourism, and reposition Abia as the creative capital of the Southeast Nigeria. Governor Alex Otti has stated that the primary purpose of constructing new correctional facilities in Abia is to reduce overcrowding and foster genuine rehabilitation, not merely punishment. He made the declaration during a visit by Dr. Ngozi Amanze, the new zonal coordinator of the Nigerian Correctional Services, emphasizing that the state's goal is to prevent inmates from becoming hardened criminals and instead prepare them for reintegration. The governor recalled that his commitment to reforming Abia Correctional Center was inspired by a 2023 meeting with former Senator Shehu Sani, who vowed not to return to Abia until the facility where he was once detained was renovated. Since then, the state has fortified perimeter walls, installed solar lighting, and begun construction of a new cell block with 6 additional cells to ease congestion. Governor Otti also directed the Commissioner for Health to assess the feasibility of establishing functional primary health care centers within the correctional facilities, acknowledging inmates' rights to medical care. He urged the correctional service to identify inmates with minor offenses for possible pardon, stressing that the rising prison population reflects rising crime, a trend Abia is determined to reverse through justice and not just detention. Abia State is set to become the first in Nigeria to deploy electric buses for public transportation, with the first 20 units arriving in December 2025 and another 20 in early 2026. Produced locally by Coscaris, the fleet was redesigned at Governor Otti's request to include disability-friendly features, ensuring inclusive access for all citizens, a move that required the manufacturer to revise the entire production plan. The rollout is supported by ultra-modern bus stops already completed across Umuahia and Aba, with a dedicated depot under construction. And on education, the Abia State has welcomed the Nigerian National Committee (NNC) of the West African Examination Council (WAEC) to Government House Umuahia for its 2025 annual policy meeting, a high honor reflecting national recognition of the state's educational reforms. Welcoming the committee, the governor, Dr. Alex Otti, represented by his deputy, Engineer Ikechukwu Emeto, expressed appreciation for WAEC's choice of Abia as their host and reaffirmed the state's readiness to support the council's transition to computer-based testing and other modern examination systems. Responding, the WAEC officials appreciated Abia's historical allocation of 20% of its 2025 budget to education, the highest in Nigeria, and lauded the state's investments in smart schools, teacher welfare, and anti-malpractice measures. The chairman of the committee, Hajia Binta Abdulkader, noted that Abia's selection was a direct result of Governor Otti's demonstrated passion for learning. The visit culminated in Governor Otti presenting WAEC Endowment Fund book prizes to Abia's top performing schools in the 2024 WASSCA. And in his recognition of moral leadership, Governor Alex Otti has called for deepened collaboration between the government and religious leaders to advance the new Abia transformation agenda, describing clergymen as vital moral anchors in society. Governor Alex Otti, who spoke through his Chief of Staff, Pastor Caleb Ajaba, during a meeting with Pentecostal ministers at Government House, Umuahia, reaffirmed his divine mandate to lift Abians out of poverty and declared that his administration remained undistracted by opposition noise. He appealed to religious leaders to sensitize their congregation on the importance of obtaining permanent voters card during the ongoing registration exercise, framing civic participation as a spiritual and patriotic duty. Governor Alex Otti has declared that Aba is on a definitive path to reclaim its status as Africa's premier industrial and manufacturing hub. This vision was reaffirmed during a meeting with the executives of the Mbise Daughters/Market Women Association at Government House, Umuahia, where his industrial reforms were described as deliberate, strategic, and anchored in productivity-driven growth. The governor, represented by his Chief of Staff, Pastor Calaba Ajaba, emphasized that the administration's heavy investment in roads, power, and security are not isolated projects but integrated enablers of individual revival designed to attract investors, empower local entrepreneurs, and restore global confidence in the Made in Aba brand. He assured the women's group that the government remains committed to supporting initiatives that strengthen families, expand economic opportunities, and empower women as the drivers of community development. Governor Alex Otti has congratulated Anglican Bishop of Umuahia Diocese, Right Reverend Chimgozim Onyebule, and his wife, Mrs. Florence Onyebule, on their 25th wedding anniversary, describing their union as a model of faith, mutual respect, and community service. The governor, represented by his Chief of Staff, Pastor Calaba Ajaba, at St. Philip's Cathedral in Ahabo Loko, lauded the couple for modeling God's kind of marriage in an era of rising divorce rates. He noted that strong families are the bedrock of moral stability and development, and that his administration's investment in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and agriculture are designed to reduce the financial pressure that strain marriages by creating opportunities for Abians to thrive economically, and the state is strengthening the foundation of the home. Moving on to the healthcare, the Abia State House of Assembly Committee on Health, led by Chairman Onyinyechi Obi Abia, has carried out its quarterly oversight visit to the Abia State Specialist Hospital and Diagnostic Center, Umuahia, to assess service delivery and ongoing projects. The delegation, which included lawmakers from Umuahia South, Iguano, and Isialangwa South, was welcomed by the Chief Medical Director, Dr. Chimezie Goswin Okwano, who highlighted the hospital's role as a tertiary referral hub for the entire state. Dr. Okwano appreciated Governor Alex Otti for ensuring stability in the health sector amidst nationwide industrial unrest, citing key interventions such as pay parity with federal health workers, extension of benefits to local government staff, and the increase in retirement age from 60 years to 65 of health workers. He also lauded Project Ekweme, which is retrofitting 209 primary health centers and strengthening the referral system between primary and specialist care. And still on health, Dr. Mrs. Martha Nwachukwu has been formally sworn in as the new chairman of the Medical Advisory Committee, CMAC, at the Abia State Specialist Hospital and Diagnostic Center, Umuahia, in a ceremony attended by hospital management, clinicians, and family members. The Chief Medical Director, Dr. Chimezie Godswill Okwono, congratulated Dr. Nwachukwu on the appointment, describing her as a seasoned professional whose collaborative spirit and administrative acumen will strengthen both clinical and managerial systems. Dr. Nwachukwu expressed deep gratitude for the trust placed in her and pledged to serve with sincerity, competence, and a clear focus on improving patient care and staff welfare. She acknowledged the support of her colleagues and family, noting that the role is both a privilege and a profound responsibility in a hospital that serves as a critical referral point for the entire Southeast. The Abia State government has officially activated 2 newly renovated primary health centers, PHCs, in Okulaga Faruku and Umuahia, both in Umuahia North local government area of the state, equipped with advanced diagnostic and emergency care facilities. The Commissioner for Health, Professor Enoch Obonnaya Uche, speaking on behalf of the Governor, Dr. Alex Otti, described the commissioning as another milestone in the state's transformational health agenda, which has positioned Abia as Nigeria's leader in health preparedness. The PHCs now feature modern ultrasound scanners, advanced laboratory equipment, international standard hospital beds, multi-parameter patient monitors, oxygen cylinders, automated external defibrillators, and fully equipped delivery suites with neonatal resuscitation units. This upgrade is part of a broader strategy that has been over 100 PHCs functionalized across the state, backed by the governor's historic 15% budget allocation to health, fulfilling the Abuja Declaration ahead of all other states. Professor Uche noted that primary health care addresses up to 80% of citizens' medical needs, making it the bedrock of any effective system, with Abia now ranked number 1 in Nigeria Health Preparedness Index, surpassing Lagos. The state is proving that equitable, high-quality care begins at the community level, that others are now following Abia's footsteps. And moving on to education, a state-of-the-art classroom complex has been commissioned at Ahowa Community School 1 and 2 in Oboro Ikwano local government area of the state, a monumental gift from the family of Lady Charity Ekoma and Elder David Egesie in honor of their late patriarch, Pa Obochi Isaac Egesie, a lifelong advocate for education. The executive chairman of the ASUBEB, Lady Ezinhe Lydia Onoha, described the project as unprecedented, aligning perfectly with Governor Alex Otti's Abia phase-driven education reforms and representing one of the largest private contributions to public education in the recent memory. Lady Onoha appreciated the Egesie family for their visionary investment in community development and urged residents to treat the facility as a collective heritage. She emphasized that the edifice must be guarded against vandalism and maintained with pride, as it is now stand as a beacon of learning for generations of Ahowa children who deserve access to dignified modern classrooms. Over 25 tertiary institutions across Abia are preparing to participate in the Maiden Abia Tertiary Education Sports Fiesta, a landmark event designed to unify students through sportsmanship, talent discovery, and healthy competition. The fiesta, scheduled from November 25th to 29th at Umuahia Township Stadium, will feature 23 sporting disciplines, with every participating institution receiving a sum of 500,000 naira grant to cover logistics and athlete preparation. The prizes to be won include 8 million naira for the top institution, 5 million naira for second place, and 3 million for the third, with additional awards for coaches, teams, and individuals who exemplify discipline and sportsmanship even beyond medals. Meanwhile, Abia's administrative credibility is drawing national attention as Abia State is set to host the 44th Annual National Conference of the Civil Service Commission of the Federation from December 1 to 5th, 2025 at the International Conference Center in Umuahia, Abia State, a major recognition of the state's administrative credibility. The chairman of the Civil Service Commission, Pastor Onyinyechi Obi PHC, has charged all department heads to ensure meticulous planning and flawless execution of the week-long event under Governor Otti's leadership. The conference will feature a roadshow on November 28, memoranda presentation on December 1 and 2, and an opening ceremony on December 3, and gala night on December 4. Over 600 delegates from across Nigeria are expected to attend, making it one of the largest civil service gatherings in recent years. The event underscores Abia's growing reputation as a state that delivers on complex, high-stakes national assignments. A delegation from the United States Automotive Technical Academy has arrived in Abia to launch a transformative skills development program targeting youths across all 17 local government areas of the state. The initiative, driven by the Abia State Diaspora Commission with full backing from Governor Alex Otti, will train young technicians in electric and hybrid vehicle diagnostics, mechatronics, and advanced repair systems used in developed economies. The program combines theoretical instruction with hands-on practice delivered by intentionally certified experts and is designed to be inclusive, ensuring participants from rural and urban communities alike gain globally competitive skills. Reverend Dr. Ani Ono, CEO of the Diaspora Commission, appreciated the partnership as the turning point in Abia's human capacity development, while team leader Colonel Chukwuemeka Olunkwa emphasized its potential to create new career pathways and reduce youth unemployment. And moving on to land, the Abia State government has issued a public warning against the use of middlemen in the application for certificates of occupancy, urging citizens to access services directly through the Ministry of Lands to avoid fraud. The Commissioner for Lands, Mr. Chaka Chukwumerije, disclosed that previous administrations issued multiple C of Os for the same plot of land, a practice now being corrected through digital verification and stricter protocols. The government has also resumed enforcement of land dues, including ground rent, following the expiration of waivers granted in 2023 and 2024. Additionally, abandoned public and industrial layouts, some dating back to the Opabi Asika area, have been recovered and regularized, while fair compensation continues to be paid to landowners affected by the state project. And still on land, the Abia State government Get Your C of O's in 30 Days initiative has achieved unprecedented success, with Governor Alex Otti signing 3,256 certificates of occupancy to date, including 1,778 in 2025 alone, the highest annual figure since 1999. The Commissioner for Land, Mr. Chika Chukwumerije, announced the milestone during a press briefing in Umuahia, highlighting the program's role in enabling property owners to secure loans, transfer titles, and expand businesses. The government has resumed enforcement of land charges following the expiration of pandemic-era waivers and is advancing major land-dependent projects, including the Abia Airport, new housing estates, and agro-industrial zones. A comprehensive digital mapping of the state is also underway to improve planning and administration, while the ministry remains open to resolving outstanding compensation. And moving on to agriculture, the Abia State government has inaugurated the Abia State Agricultural Seed Coordinating Committee to ensure a full compliance with national standards for seed production, certification, and distribution across all 17 local government areas of the state. The ceremony took place at the Ministry of Agriculture headquarters in Umuahia and was led by the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Ijoma Adamma Agowa, who was representing the Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Cliff Abweze. The committee's mandate is to guarantee that only improved certified seeds reach Abia's farmer, laying a scientific foundation for food security. The SASCC will collaborate closely with research institutions like the Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, Umuahia Station, as well as farmer cooperatives and agro-dealers to verify seed quality and promote best agricultural practices. Dr. Olaniyi Olainka, representing the CRIN, appreciated the government's confidence in the committee and pledged its full commitment to delivering on its technical and regulatory responsibilities across the state agricultural value chain. And still on agriculture, Governor Alex Otti has inaugurated 17 farm managers, one for each local government area, to lead the Joint Agricultural Intervention Project, a grassroots-driven initiative to boost food production and rural enterprise across Abia. Speaking through the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Prince Uzonwachukwu, the governor charged the managers to be committed, focused, and resilient, describing them as food soldiers of the state's agricultural revolution. Each of the local governments has a selected specialty value chain ranging from piggery with maggot feed, cassava processing, poultry, ginger and pepper farming, ensuring diversification and market relevance. The project, executed by the local government areas in partnership with the state, is aimed to transform subsistence farming into profitable agribusiness, with trainees across communities already undergoing skill acquisition. And that's it on today's Abia update. I am Onyinyechi Obi, reminding you that progress is not noise, it's a policy, partnership, and a purpose. In Abia is just a beginning. Have a wonderful day, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and tap the notification bell so you never miss anything. Thank you for tuning in.